0, 1. Let's get started.
And a very, very good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Black and White United Show. I'm your host, Andreas. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. If I look and I seem a little bit tired, I watched the soccer this morning. Obviously, as some of you know, I'm a Man United fan, so pretty disappointed. And also, I was flicking between the Greek League because my team, Artis, was playing against Park in the derby. So that all happened at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff. And it was a disappointing day on both ends. But anyway, let's get to all the good stuff. No player spotlight today. I just want to dive into a few other things really quickly, more just like a little bit of a general update. But get excited because as of today, there's about 7 weeks now until the season starts. So, like, we're really going to start to feel the push. I think now, what is it, the third week of Jan, pretty much? I think it's the third week of Jan already. So we're going to start seeing a lot of, once the Australian Open sort of dies off towards the end of it, the Big Bash, comes to finals. The summer of cricket's pretty much finished, all the good parts anyway. You're going to start to see the preseason stuff really, really kick in strongly, and pretty much in a month's time, we're playing against Richmond and stuff like, and that those games against Gold Coast and Brisbane. So that's in 4 weeks, pretty much. So we're going to start seeing things happen pretty quickly, which is good. I feel like it's been a long off season, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But we're also going to be speaking about the standouts at training so far, and I also wanted to touch base on our free agents leading into the end of the season and sort of the ones that we're going to look out for, who we're going to keep, who we're going to get rid of and stuff. I want to have a chat about that. So let's get to it. So as I said in the intro, we've got about 7 weeks now until the season starts. I don't know about you guys, but going from a premiership in 2023 and then into the 2024 season, probably because we're having so much fun in the off season and watching the replay, and just, banter levels were at an all-time high, bragging rights were just, through the roof. It felt like the off season went too quick, and then obviously it did because we started training late and we started playing early. So, this season I feel like it's just gone on forever. I mean, the boys started running again like pretty much before the grand final last year. I mean, there was vision of like Quainer and Dacos and Tom Mitchell and stuff like doing laps at the AI Centre. The week of the grand final. Like the season hadn't even finished for the actual competition. These guys are already starting their running for the season after. So I mean, that's already like 4 months that these guys have put in, and then we've been in the mindset like, right, season 2025 has already started, blah blah blah. 7 weeks until the first bounce, 4 weeks until we play our practice games. Leave in the comments, and because I want to get some ideas. Like, what are you guys most looking forward to, sort of at the start of the season? What's at the start of the season? What is it that you guys are desperate to see straight away? Because that's something that I really want to talk about over the next coming weeks. Is like, what are we looking at the start? Are we looking at is it 100% focus on winning games, as it always is? Are we looking at young players to break through? What is it? So please let me know. So from what I've seen of training so far, I've been to one session, but also shout out to Jen on Instagram, Jen's Training Buzz, and all the stuff she provides, and obviously other Collingwood content creators, as we all see. So probably like the two real standouts of the preseason, especially coming in late, sort of like the last few weeks, is obviously Harry Di Matteo. Now, this is maybe a little mini spotlight that we're going to put, but I really want to see Harry break into the team. And to be honest with you, like, I probably think he would have had an awesome opportunity last season if he wasn't injured. I feel as if, and I've been to training before Christmas, so I've seen him train. And even last season when I went to training, he is lightning quick, like real quick. And I feel as if like he could really, like I know he wants to play midfield minutes and stuff like that, and and I think he came to us from on a half-back position, and he's probably not. There's no room in the back line for him, especially for someone like his size. If he was a lot taller, then yes, 100%, he'd probably go straight in. Who for? I don't know. We're not doing the team lineup, but I really feel there's a spot for him on the wing, and I really feel like people thinking that Ed Allen and Harry Perryman and Still Sidebottom are these players that are going to go for the wing, and 100% they are. I mean, I've got them in my team for round one, but if Harry can put some real pressure on there, I wouldn't be surprised if Harry Di Mattia, and this is what I'm going to call, and it might not happen, but it's more or less just I really want to start getting people thinking about this because I feel as if it's going to happen. Harry Di Mattia gets a gig before Ed Allen. Does that happen or not? People might think I'm crazy for saying it because at least Ed Allen's actually gone out there for a couple of games and proven himself and stuff like that. And 100% I am all for that. So I'm playing devil's advocate here. But let's just say Harry Di Mattia plays in the practice games, which he will, and he dominates against Richmond, and he has great moments against Brisbane and the Gold Coast. And leading into round one, he's ready to go, right? Do we just bite the bullet and say, hey, let's get this kid out there, or are we going to just play conservative and put our most experienced team out there to face GWS? Does that mean that Ed Allen and both Harry Di Mattia miss out? I don't know, but for me, he has been a shining light so far this preseason, and I think it's just the injection for our mature list that he comes in ASAP. So I'm just putting it out there. I think Harry Di Mattia is a chance to get a gig before Ed Allen. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Just a quick message out there. If you haven't already, could you please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel? It would mean the world. We're getting heaps of views. The traction's been really good. But yeah, we'd love to get the subscribers up. So if you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, and you'll get your daily dose or your weekly dose of all things Collingwood for the fans, from the stands. Call it as you see it. And as always, guys, go the Pies. So we have 11 players that will be free agents as of pretty much the end of the 2025 season. There are some that qualify to be free agents because they have previously been delisted by our club or by another club. For example, Ash Johnson, Ned Long, and Oleg Markov. And also we've got other ones that have they qualify as free agents for previously moving from another club to us as a free agent, and their contract is up. So we'll get straight to it. Mason Cox, Jamie Elliott, Hosky, Jeremy Howe, Ash Johnson, Ned Long, Braden Maynard, Brady Myercheck, Scott Pendlebury, Still Sidebottom, and Oleg Markov. Now, I am very, very, very confident and would put my house on it that Braden Maynard will be re-signed by Collingwood ASAP, probably even before the start of the season. So I covered my mic then. I was itching. I don't know if that blocked what I said, but Braden Maynard will be at Collingwood next year. He will not be going anywhere. I will be shocked and astounded if that happens, and I genuinely think that the club would be in a position of absolute catastrophe if he was to leave. So you can take him off. Sidey or Pendles. Depending on how our seasons go, I think Pendles goes another year. You'd like to think so. Every year it's Pendles another year, Pendles another year. If you had a thought in 2021 when he was down and out, like we're going into season 2025, he's still got 4 years left in him. Like people would think of what? He might have another 4 years. The guy might play till he's in his 40s. Who knows? But what I think is Pendles will go one more year, and Sidey, regardless of our results, would probably give it up at the end of this season. And that's me sort of taking my bias Nuffy hat off and just thinking practically about it. With that being said, though, if we were to go all the way this season, I think they will both retire. Myercheck definitely gets signed on for another year. I've already spoken about Maynard. I'm going to talk about the three rookies in a minute. Jeremy Howe, I think this is definitely his last season. I think regardless of where we finish, I think this is Howe's last season, and it's sad to like think about it in that sense. Like he's just such a Collingwood person for a player to come to us from another club, another Victorian club at that, and be so ingrained in Collingwood folklore and Collingwood culture and Collingwood just when you talk about the Collingwood backline, you know, he's the first or second person that comes to mind. Probably the second because Darcy Moore's the captain, you know. So, it's going to be sad to see how he retire, but everyone has to move on with their life after football, and I really think Howie's going to have some sort of part in the Tasmanian outfit, which I think would be awesome for him. So I think this would be Howie's last year. Hosky. So I did a video, like just really quickly, I did a video the other day, and I was doing a player spotlight on Hoskin Elliott, and halfway through the video, I didn't see the light, but my microphone cut out. And because this microphone's got something plugged into my phone, all the sound was blocked out. And I got really pissed off because I was doing I was in the moment and I was talking about Hosky, the Swiss Army knife, you know, his role and stuff like that, which I'm going to redo and stuff, and I'll probably do that in one of my next few videos coming up because I want to do a good spotlight on him. I think he's got a couple of years left. He's coming up to milestone games. He's just played his 200th, I think it was. He is so important to our team, and I'll do a proper spotlight on him and stuff. But I think he's got 2 years left. It's hard to say because if we did win it this this season coming, and I really got to stop talking about it. But it's a hypothetical because we do have the mature list. If we were to win it again this year, you would think a lot of these guys would probably give it up, and that's probably where it starts to get a bit tricky for the next 2 to 3 years after that. But we'll wait and see. Jamie, I think he's got 2 years left in him, but it's purely based on his injuries, I think. And then Coxie, this will definitely be his last year. He's got a wonderful career of commentating, special comments, podcasting, entertainment and stuff. He's got a lot of that. I think he'd be an awesome AFL journalist and AFL commentator. And probably moving away from Collingwood and getting more football AFL education somewhere else, in a media sense and stuff, I think would be awesome for him. But yeah, that's my take on our free agents. So we've got 7 weeks to go. I'm filming this on a Monday morning. It's starting to really kick in now about, you know, things are taking off. This season is different to all the others, regardless of the feel we had at the start of 2023 after the prelim final loss in 22. You know, it doesn't matter about the start of 2024. This feels different, and it's hard not to get excited because the club has publicly come out and said that we're going for it. So you've put the club has put the supporters and the club itself and the football world in a mindset that, hey, the Pies are going to be going up there, so you've almost got to lock a top 4 spot in front, which is not guaranteed, but we as fans are getting excited. I'm getting excited. I can't wait to see what happens moving forward in the next few weeks. It's going to be very interesting to see the way they're going to set their team up, and I'm going to put it out. I'm going to do this in one of my next videos. I'm going to be selecting a starting lineup for the Collingwood round 1 or opening round team of 2027. So I'm going to actually post a video and just do my team and put it up there. And in that team, I'm going to make people think here, but I believe that we're going to get a free agent, or we're going to sign a big player. With the access to the drafts that we have now, like other clubs, I think we're going to trade our picks because we don't really utilise the draft. I think we're in a Geelong type position for the next 5 years, we're just going to top up and bring guns in and just build sides every year. And I'm going to call it. I think Petrarca's coming to Collingwood. So get excited because I'm going to put him in my team and we'll see how we go. But for now, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Call it as you see it. And as always, go the Pies.